Well, I like to get my hands dirty, and I don't like working in offices, and well, this is just a great place to work.
Oh, he had problems at the high school, and he just was going nowhere. And from there he went on to finish his education with key employment, and now, as you can see, he's a young man in full employment.
2 days work experience, and that led on to a traineeship in horticulture, and from there I got my chainsaw licence and chemical licence.
Now he's a very confident young man, and I could recommend him just about to anybody.
A lot of these kids are totally disengaged from school, and if they weren't involved in the KAPOW program, from a police perspective, we'd be having a lot more engagement with them. They'd be roaming the streets and getting themselves in trouble with the police.
Some of the barriers that the students face are complex family breakdown.
Seen some kids with disadvantages that you just would not believe come through our door. Kids who can't read and write, kids who don't have anywhere to live, kids who haven't been to school in years.
I think there's a number of students with a prevalence of mental health issues that prevent them from accessing the curriculum.
I got bullied, I got into fights, I back-chatted. It was mostly my fault why I got expelled.
Taylor was bullied all through her 3 years of high school, severely bullied, and her life was even threatened to the stage where she didn't want to even come out of her room.
Like suicide, maybe cutting again, all that kind of stuff, and it's just...
I had a very depressed, unhappy child.
And until they can get that comprehensive help with those personal problems, they're never going to engage.
So KAPOW is a program that we run at Key Employment. It's the Kids and the Power of Work. It's a transition program from school to employment.
There's hundreds and hundreds of disadvantaged kids failing in the school system, but this program is working.
I was a person who hated school at the point it just wouldn't go at all.
I was always in trouble, always getting suspended, expelled from different schools.
Teachers I didn't really get along with. If I didn't like it, then I wouldn't do it. Get suspended and left school in year 8. Wasn't really the perfect student, you know.
And then went to KAPOW, it just changed dramatically. It was great.
I would describe it as an environment where a young person who may have struggled in the past in a traditional educational setting would be supported, experience success.
These young people change their lives by coming here. They get a qualification, they actually get employment, which is something that a lot of them never think they're going to be able to do.
They come in and do a Certificate 2 business course, and on top of that, my job's to get them into some work experience.
We've had students in a whole range of areas that have actually started in their traineeships and apprenticeships after going through the course and developing the confidence and the skills and also the habits of working life that's going to hold them in good stead.
Giving Kayla the opportunity has been one of the best decisions that I have ever made.
Started off with a few days work experience, which has given me a full-time apprenticeship, which I have chosen as a career for life.
Key Employment approached us about some work experience. Brendan turned up. We took him on for 1 day a week to start off with. He was very keen. Ended up putting him on for 2 days a week. He's very enthusiastic. He enjoys being here. He actually turns up early each morning, wanting to know what we want him to do. He's going really good. He is going to get an apprenticeship at the end of it, so yeah.
The youth unemployment rate is very, very high, and we are placing the most disengaged students, the most disadvantaged students into work.
And I see them around the community as wage earners, driving a car, living independent lives and starting off as successful and confident young adults.
My life's changed dramatically, which it's actually pretty good.
My nan said to me the other day, "Zoe, you look happy."
I was one of these kids, so I can see myself in a lot of them.
It's been wonderful. I've learnt so many new experiences.
She's happy, she's loving life, she's living life, she's motivated, she's goal-driven, she's got dreams.
90% success rate in terms of completing their certificate, but just so much more than that.
They're treating you like you're an adult, not like you're some stupid kid who doesn't know anything, who's not worth anything.
We talk about it all the time in our jobs, what employment can do for a person, just see it before your eyes is just, it's amazing.